Alexa, stop. All right, so Jesse and I just finished a workout in our home gym. We've been doing our best to get up about 5 in the morning and get out here and just start kind of exercising right away, get the blood flowing. It's amazing what that kind of does for you on a mental level, physical level, obviously. Quarantine, the start of it was really, really tough. Of course, all the gyms closed down. We were on a really good regimen before then, and when all of that kind of came to fruition, we had to stay inside for so long. That was a really difficult time and a test for, I think, all of us. And it wasn't until, I think, the second phase of reopening that we decided to put our money together and start building this home gym. And as you can see here, there's a lot going on and a lot that we've accomplished. And at this point, it's mostly Jesse doing the purchasing because he knows what to buy and he's got the money. But yeah, I think we just finished a workout and now it is time to get in the shower and start the day. All right, Jesse, what are we doing at Spirit today?
So once in a while, our initial shipments of merchandise, which are the huge ones, usually a full semi, sometimes two, get split in half, and that's what happened at this store. So we unloaded a full semi before the weekend, and the second half is arriving this morning. So between 5 or 6 guys, we got about 600 boxes. It shouldn't take us more than like an hour and a half to get unloaded. So we brought our hoverboards.
Hoverboards are charged, and we are going to make this happen.
Okay, can I do 2 chicken, biscuit, and hash brown bundles?
Bundle.
That should do it.
Spirit Halloween. Let's unload a trailer. For all of you, if you're looking for a ghetto stabilizer hack, get yourself a hoverboard here. And these shots of yours will be smooth as can be. Smooth as can be. That is a lot of boxes. We got
600 more that we made today. I mean,
So the building we're in right now has a legend tied to it, a bit of a horror story. It used to be, as far as I know, an old grocery store. And one night there was a situation where a vagabond vagrant was able to stay inside of this grocery store after close, and unfortunately and horrifically ended up taking a life that night by the manager of the store. Terrible story, horrifying, but I would say because of that it's a fitting place for a Halloween store. One night, I think about a year ago, again we were in the process of recording Fathom, and one of the songs we hadn't come up with a name for yet, and that song is now known as Memoria, but then we just called it Sad Song. So we had the idea to one night come to this store at probably 2 a.m. and just kind of sit on the ground in the dark, brainstorming ideas for the name of this song. And given that story I just told you a second ago, needless to say, this place is potentially pretty haunted. So that song title came about because of us sitting on the ground, probably right about here, 2 a.m., just in silence in the dark thinking about names. But now story time is over, and it's time to go unload a semi.
Rodzica śliczno, nikto niczym nie winowat.
Civil war has started. It's one that you cannot win. So tell me what freedom means.
So we just finished up at Spirit Halloween today, or at least I did, and I'm considering today a work day, so I'm gonna go home and see if I can't schedule some role plays for the inbound closer with some of the folks in the group. So let's see how that goes. So I know I said today was going to be a work day, but something came up. My car is not starting right now, and it seems as though the old girl might have a dead battery. So we're going to go take Jesse's car to go find the battery. So I'm going to take the battery out now. Maybe head to a couple different places, see if I can find a relatively inexpensive battery and get this thing back up and running. Alright, just got the battery installed. Let's see if she works. Moment of truth. There we go. Now that feels good. Now that just feels good. I love it. Cool. So yeah, that was a little more of an endeavor than I planned on undertaking. Reason being, if I can get in the light here. So I actually ended up going to the store and buying the battery. My dad came. We kind of hung out together for a little while, which is cool. And I didn't want to bring the camera along because I haven't really gotten to see my dad in a little while. since the whole pandemic thing happened, and started. So I wanted to make sure that time with him was unadulterated, just me and him hanging out, doing car stuff together, which is pretty cool. So all in all, that took a little while. Car is running now, which will be great. So I really didn't end up getting to do any business stuff today, unfortunately, but that happens, it's life. But Jesse Goldstein, our drummer, is actually on his way here, so that should be a lot of fun, and you'll probably see a little bit of us hanging out together tonight. And yeah, we'll get that figured out right now.
My favorite. Yes.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then I just got this bag for all these today.
I love the color.
Right? Here's where all my good discs are. Got me a towel for when it rains.
Hell
MVP, MVP. Feel that.
Whoa, it's like rubberized.
Yeah.
It's like floppy.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Uh,
Oh, that's sick.
got myself a roller.
Oh, is that like straight up for
Rolling.
rolling?
Yeah.
No way.
My other note that's red. The XL. And a Tesla. I love that. Fucking love this
Dude, that
thing.
one's so sick.
Isn't it?
Dang. That's so sick. Dude, I'm a sucker for sparkles. I'm like,
Dude, okay, yeah.
here.
You got me there, yeah. Yes, sir. All right. Whatever to throw, kind of up and over.
Yeah.
Reactor.
I'll do it, dude.
So we're out here throwing discs. It's kind of starting to rain, so I think we're about to wrap it up. But hanging with this dude is the sickest. Jesse is probably the most passionate person I know, and he recently got into discs and is like excelled and exponentially advanced in his technique and skill. So he's teaching me what he knows. But yeah, this dude throws a mean disc.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, so I feel like today's video is gonna be kind of a weird one just because of all the random stuff that's been going on. For me, I consider this a music channel more than anything, I guess. It's like my life and stuff like that, and I do a lot of different stuff. But since my primary passion in life is music, that's gonna be the majority of the content. But today we went to Spirit, we did, car stuff. It might be kind of a weird short episode, but I want to take the opportunity now to talk about kind of my vision for what this is. I know in the first episode I said that this is purely for documentary purposes and documenting my journey of where I am now to where I want to be later on as a maybe successful musician, as someone who doesn't have to worry about finances, all that kind of stuff, right? We've already talked about it. But as for the channel, when it comes to music, I feel like I might have kind of a unique perspective. And I've grown up on YouTube. I'm part of the generation that's watched videos when they were a kid, all kinds of stuff from then till now. And I've seen so many YouTube guitar players doing so many cool things, and I feel like I watch them and I feel like they have all the answers. They're really good at doing either a specific thing like recording or mixing or mastering, or being a musician, playing guitar, stuff like that, actually playing an instrument, whatever it is. Like, these guys are obviously popular because they're good at what they're doing, right? And for me, I feel like my unique perspective comes from not really having all of the answers. I don't consider myself the best musician at all, and I came to that realization and came to accept that at a really young age. I was pretty aware of my surroundings. I was like, well, I'm not going to be as good as John Petrucci. I'm not going to, be as good as Eddie Van Halen, and that's okay. You know, maybe I could be a really good songwriter, so I started trying to go in that direction. I'm not great at recording things, to be honest with you. I try just to throw my ideas in there and make them sound as good as I can, and I let other people, you know, focus on making them sound great. You know, so that's kind of, it's interesting. I'm learning a lot right now, and I think that's what this channel is going to be more about, is like what I learn, and as I learn it, I want to talk about it, right? I don't, like I said, have all the answers. I don't know everything now. You're going to see me maybe do some weird musical stuff that doesn't make sense or isn't traditionally accepted or whatever the case is. But it's me right now, and I'm growing, and I want you all to grow with me as creative people, whether that's music, whether that's art, whether that's writing, whatever it is. You know, this is a place for creative people to come and hang out and learn something that might be applicable to any facet of creativity. All right, Jesse, what are we eating today?
Pizza butt.
That's right. Now take a look at this. This may upset some of you, but I want you to stare. Well, that upsets me. What is that? Hold on, excuse me. Unacceptable. My pizza. Why? Good Lord. All right, listen, Pizza Hut. If you're gonna watch this, I want you to fix that. Cause that right there, that wasn't the point of all this. Pineapple does belong on pizza, and that's how I'm gonna end this video.
And it
today.
belongs everywhere else as well.
In your cold brews, in your Starbucks, in your disc golf, in your Pizza Hut, and everywhere. Pineapple.
Everywhere pineapple. Thank you for watching this super weird and random episode. I will get my act together in the future ones.